let's do this. Okay, are every single one of these carriers necessary? No, you honestly only need maybe like 1 or 2 carriers. Some of these are gifted, some of these are bought, so I will have some links below for you to check it out. But let's just dive in and we'll try to make this as brief as possible. And hopefully this will give you a little understanding on your baby carrying journey and which one might be best for you. I'm just gonna randomly pick here. The first carrier here is the one that we have bought and invested in ourselves. We found it on the Facebook Marketplace because it's just way cheaper. But this is the carrier, the Ergo Brace 360 Air Mesh. This carrier is Zeke's carrier. This is the man carrier. And this is also the adventure carrier for our family. I love the low back support it has. I love how breathable it is. You can see like the little holes. So it's super breathable. And then it also has this hood that goes over. So baby can sleep, or you can protect from the sun or the rain, anything like that. And it's extremely adjustable. Now at first, there are so many clips and stuff and buttons and all the things like Velcro. It's a little intimidating at first, but once you learn how it works, it's really easy. But this is Zeke's, this is all he wears. And then if we're out on adventuring or a hike or a boat day or something like that, this is the one we bring because it's just literally the best. So if you could buy 1 carrier out of this whole entire thing, this would be your carrier. Is it cute? No, but it's extremely practical. And sometimes we just need practical. 1 down. Mumma Etc. This company is premium hand-woven linen. It's designed in Australia and it's made in India. It is sustainable and ethical, 100%. I love the materials because it's completely non-toxic. And if you look at the fabric here, it is so cozy. This fabric is also extremely breathable, which is odd because it looks really thick, which it is. During the summer, during the heat of Florida, I probably don't wear this one as much because it is thick, but it is also breathable because it is a hand-woven linen, which is amazing. This is a X strap in the back. Most I don't like a lot of X straps because I'm a little smaller, but I love how thick and wide the straps are on the shoulders, so it doesn't feel like it's like inching in on my body. This is not a back carry. This is only a front carry, but the baby can be faced forward as well in the front, but can't be on the back. This one is absolutely beautiful. So this is one I like to wear when I have a special occasion or I just want to look cute in public or any of that jazz. They also have amazing different patterns. And then also one last thing, this is probably my most comfortable one around the hips if I have lower back thing. Because most carriers, they have this really thin strap in the back, which could end up hurting your back in the long run. But this, Mumma Etc has this really thick backing, so my lower back never hurts. So I can wear my baby for a long time in this and my back not hurt, which is amazing. So this is probably one of my most comfortable and cute carriers. Next up is Hippy Joey. Hippy Joey is like a ring sling, but 10 times easier. So basically it's like, it can be worn like as a scarf, like over you, and it's super easy. And it just goes across your body like this, okay? Well, it's usually in half, but they have these amazing different colors and also for different seasons. This one is the earth one, so it's more thicker material. This one is the air one, so it's super lightweight. I love the air because it's so breathable, and I love wearing this one, popping the baby in and out super fast. And then this one is their water carrier, which this is, I literally bring this and put this in my beach bag everywhere I go. And it's really easy to pop baby in and out when I'm at the beach or in the water and I just want something as like a support. This is not one where you want to have both hands free. This is one where you want to have a hand on the baby at all times. But it's really nice just to keep baby in and out, and you can just keep the carrier on you. You don't have to worry about it being bulky. But also super compact, super lightweight and easy. They also have another one, which is the Fire, and it's really thick. I don't have the Fire because I don't need it. I'm not in the cold temperatures. But the company is amazing. I love their ethics and I love the design and the quality. So Hippy Joey is really good if you want something really easy and really simple and something just to throw into your bag and just have like an extra arm. All right, Happy Baby. So in the baby wearing community, I didn't really know much about Happy Baby or the other crazy awesome brands. And I feel like this one, Happy Baby, is like one of the top quality ones. This one, wow. I wish I had this one with Sage, with my firstborn. It's a H back, so it clips in the back. It has a hood if you want it. And it can also be tucked in, which is really nice. This is super lightweight. It's made of 100% linen. It's super breathable. And the straps, the way that they are, they're so cushy and they just sit perfectly. I thought it was going to hurt my back because of this strap, but because the way the whole design is on the actual shoulders, my back really doesn't hurt that much after wearing this one. It also has adjustable straps at the bottom here, so that way it can fit baby with smaller or wider legs. This is the Happy Baby OG, which means it has the straps at the bottom. The other one that they have doesn't have straps at the bottom, so you can not have a strap right here on your belly, which is awesome for pregnancy, but this one has the strap at the bottom. You can wear the baby in the front or back carry. You can't have the baby facing forward with this one. But this is super lightweight, and again, I wish I knew about this company earlier. I found this on Facebook Market for $20, guys. You do not have to spend a buttload of money on carriers. Just look on Facebook Market. I swear you can find some really good deals. All right, Wildride. This is like a ring sling, but really easy for a toddler, especially if they're really heavy. You literally just put it on like this, like a little satchel, and you just scoop your baby or your toddler up like this, and they just sit. So that's how that is. I have yet to use this, actually. I just was gifted this, and I have yet to use it because honestly, I feel like Zeke, my husband, would actually use this more than me because he carries Sage more than me most of the time. And so I think this would be a really good thing for him on the side. But I have yet to use this one, but it has like a buckle, so it's super adjustable. And I like how small it can go, and it can just fit right inside a purse. So if you have a really heavy toddler that always wants to be carried, but they want to be in and out, in and out, in and out, this might be your choice. Solly Baby. Solly Baby is a wrap. You can see how thin this is, so it's super breathable. Okay, wraps are extremely good for newborns. I loved wearing this wrap from Solly Baby when baby was a newborn. I wish I had this earlier with Sage. I was kind of intimidated because of like so many things and how to like wrap it. There are so many different ways you can use this wrap. I only know how to do one way, so I'm not like a pro when it comes to wraps, but I really love how thin and breathable this is, and look how like stretchy it is. So if you're about to have a baby, this is your go-to. But I wouldn't use this after maybe 7 to 8 months. Baby gets a little too big, and after a while, if the baby is heavier, since there's no lumbar support or anything, my back tend to hurt after a while wearing baby. So this is only for like short periods of time while you're in postpartum, like really healing and just keeping baby on you and walking around the house. This is the thing. This is what you wear. Okay, this is Wildbird ring sling. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love wearing this when I want to feel like womanly. I love the design of ring slings and how they work. I love how soft this fabric is. The trick to ring slings is like you just have to keep doing it. It's pretty intimidating at first because you're like, oh my gosh, am I doing this right? It takes a couple tries. Once you get it, it gets really comfortable. Ring slings aren't my preferred go-to, just because it's a little bit more, not difficult, just more of like a hassle, just like working all the pieces and making sure everything gets into place to make sure baby is in optimal position. So this isn't always my go-to carrier. This is a carrier I like to bring when I want to feel fancy or cute. The materials are 100% sustainable and ethical. The company is absolutely incredible. I love Wildbird because of their ethics. So if you want to stick in the more sustainable and ethical route, you cannot go wrong with Wildbird. But yeah, if you want something cute and really like hipster, ring slings are your thing, but it is not my necessary go-to. Next up is another Ergo Baby. It's called Ergo Baby Organic. And this is what I love the most about it, is the hood, because this is the one that I wear literally around the house everywhere. It is super cozy and comfy. This brand does not make this anymore, so you have to find it on Facebook Marketplace, which you literally can find a ton of these on Facebook Marketplace for like 20, 30 bucks. I think I found this for around $30. This is a H strap, so you have the buckle clip in the back. You can wear baby in the front or the back. This is not a forward facing though, in the front. I love this carrier because it's so like buttery. It's like structured, but it's really soft. This has been my go-to, like around the house, literally. And I kind of don't care what happens to it. It also came with like a little bolster seat, which I'll do a deep dive in that when I do this deep dive into this carrier. Bolster seat and an infant seat, so that way you can wear this with an infant, because this is basically made for a toddler because there's no way to adjust the bottom. I do like that it has this like inside pocket right here on the side, so you can like stuff stuff in there while you're getting stuff done around the house. But yeah, this one I found for like 30 bucks and it's been amazing. The only problem I have with this, because it's so broken into, is that this back strap right here and the sides are so like broken into that my lower back really starts to hurt with this one, which I'm super bummed about. So the next carrier I'm gonna share is probably a carrier I'm gonna switch out soon and probably get rid of this one, because it's so used and worn in that it's starting to lose its structure and it's starting to hurt my back, which is okay. I can get rid of a carrier. But if you want something that's super like cheap and affordable that you can just wear around the house, get one of these off of Facebook Marketplace. They're everywhere. Okay, this one is very similar to the Ergo Baby Organic, but it is a totally different brand. This is Goji Berry, and it's very similar to the last one I just shared, but it doesn't have the hood. It kind of has this Wildbird aerial look. The brand Wildbird, it has like this really thick strap right here on the bottom. It has this this panel here, so you can flip it up for a toddler. And then the straps here are super thick and cozy. And one thing that is really cool I like about this carrier is that you can change the cover. Okay, so this is the actual carrier that's white. Okay, and there's like this little button here that you can just unclip, and you can literally strip this entire pink panel off this way, and you can change it out with a new panel. So you can have like the same carrier, but you can have different like colors. You can do like pink. I have like a brown one. I have another like pink one. They have like floral ones. They have checkers. They have all sorts of different types. So you can have like one carrier with so many different colors and different panels and looks. Another cool thing about this carrier that I love is that it's so soft. It is so soft. I feel like this is gonna replace my Ergo Baby one because of my lower back as well. Because the way this is structured, it's so like, see how like sturdy this is. It's like almost, I don't know if it's cardboard or whatever in here, but it's so like sturdy. So like it really sits on your hips really well, and it hasn't hurt my back like at all. I've only used this a couple of times, okay? So I haven't like given it like a full go around and wear it like all day. But when I have worn it, it just feels so good on my hips, and my lower back doesn't hurt when I wear this. You also have the option to do an H in the back, or a cross in the back, or you can do an H strap with the buckle. They have an option for that as well. So you can literally do everything. The only thing you can't do with this carrier is do forward facing in the front. That's the only thing you can't do. But everything else, you can just do it on the back, the front, and it can be for a toddler, it can be for a baby, infant, because it also has adjustable things on the inside here, so you can adjust it for an infant or smaller babies, which is really cool. So if you want one that's like really cozy and cute, literally can do everything except for forward face, this is your one. Next up, I got Konny Baby. So it's this one and the very first one of this video, the Ergo 360, the black one. So is that black one and then this one. These were my first two carriers I ever had, okay? This one is like a wrap, but super simple. And I also got the mesh one because I wanted something, I could probably wear this in the water if I wanted to, but like it has holes. So you can really see how breathable this is. Me trying to blow through to show you. But you literally put this on like a shirt. So that's the back. You just put this on like a t-shirt. So that way it just sits on you. So you don't have to do like the whole wrapping like the Solly Baby. This one, you just put it on like a t-shirt, you stick baby in, and then they have an extra little strap for you to just put baby around in the front or tie it in the front. And it's super simple, super lightweight, and it's less intimidating than an actual wrap. I feel like wraps, you kind of look like you're a pro, but then this one makes you look like you're pro, but you got, it's way simpler. This one I think would be only good for babies up to about 6 to 8 months. No more farther than that because the baby just tends to get too big for the carrier. Roxy is 6 months and she's around 17 pounds and she's almost too big for this now. But I love this for boat days and stuff. I wore this carrier in Hawaii a ton just to have something really quick, put the baby in and walk there and back to the beach. That way I have some free hands rather than having to do like the whole wrap like the Solly. So if you want something really simple and easy that looks like an epic wrap but is really easy, Konny Baby is your go-to. Okay, last one. Woo! Last one is Hope and Plum, the Lark. All right, Hope and Plum is an amazing company. They're really for safe baby wearing, which is incredible. At first, I was a little offended by them. I was just so used to knowing how my baby is, and my baby likes to tuck their face in and like get cozy. And anytime I would post something, they would always kind of kindly, very kindly saying, hey, just to make sure your baby's in proper form, like make sure your baby's, nose is up, all the things. And I was getting almost offended by how many times they like called me out on how I was wearing my baby wrong, but they're just doing their job, okay? I see where they're coming from. But because of that, I have been a lot more careful with how I share baby wearing on Instagram because it is a thing. You want your babies to be safe. Okay, but anyway, I digress. Let's move on to the actual carrier. Okay, Hope and Plum is really loved in the baby wearing community because of how simple and lightweight it is. Like, look how simple this is. The materials are completely sustainable. The company is completely ethical. So if you want to stay in that realm, this is your carrier. This is an X back, so it goes in the X position on your back. This is really cool. Instead of like Velcro or buttons or anything like that, or buckles, if you have a smaller baby, you just cinch. I love this. So when Roxy was really little, I just had to scooch this in so that way her legs fit. And then for a toddler, for Sage, just pull this out and look, it's nice and wide. So this is not a forward-facing carrier in the front. This carrier is for inside, you know, front carry and back carry. You can carry your baby on the back, and they have the option, oh, I forgot the little strip, but they have like a little strip that connects in the back. So you can connect it here for an H strap. I also love how small and compactable it is. You can just roll this. This is probably the smallest structured carrier I have. And look at that. It's cute and it's super simple. So if you want a simple structured carrier that you can wear baby in the front or back, this is your carrier. And also, they have little baby carriers for babies. Look how cute this is. Literally, Sage has her own baby carrier for her baby, and it's adorable because she sees me wearing Roxy around, and Sage likes to wear her baby in baby wear. Me and Sage have matching carriers. Here's my pile. Okay, I hope that answered some questions. Sorry if that was long, but I'm gonna link everything below, so anything that you can think of, I'm gonna link it below. This is the very first video I'm putting out, and then from here on out, I'm doing a deep dive into each and every one of these. Those were just the tip of the iceberg of everything, just so you can get a good over-round view of like what I like, what I don't like, what I use more, what I don't. But again, remember, you literally only need maybe one, maybe two carriers. Max. You do not need all of these, okay? So don't feel bad spending a pretty penny on one. If you have any questions, leave them below and I'd love to answer them. But whew, this is gonna be quite a series. Thanks for watching, and now who's ready for all the deep dive into all of these? Ah!